the change I want to see. To do with strength and wisdom all that needs to be done, and become the hope that I can be. Set me free from my fears and hesitations. Grant me courage and humility. Give me the spirit to face the challenge and start the change I long to see. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the virtual conferment ceremony of the 4th Certified Security Specialist course of the Philippine Stock Exchange and the De La Salle College of St. Benilde School of Professional and Continuing Education. I'm John Garcia, PSE's Head for Market Education, and I will be your host for this afternoon's conferment ceremony. Today, the PSE recognizes the 42 successful course participants that have completed the Securities course after close to 6 months of weekly lectures and battery of tests, including the CSSC Final Comprehensive Exam. Finally, our graduates will now bear the title Certified Security Specialists, or CSS, right after their names. This is the second time that we are conducting a virtual CSSC graduation. While it would have been great to celebrate this milestone physically with our graduates, the health and safety of everyone remains our utmost priority. At this point, we would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests who will be delivering their congratulatory messages throughout the program. From the PSE, we have Mr. Ramon S. Monzon, President and CEO, and Attorney Roel A. Refran, Chief Operating Officer. From our partner school, De La Salle College of St. Benilde, we have their President, Brother Edmundo Fernandez, FSC, and Mr. David Terence Tew, Dean of the School of Professional and Continuing Education and Vice President for Administration of De La Salle College of St. Benilde. To formally open this ceremony and to give his warmest congratulations to our graduates, here is the Dean of the De La Salle College of St. Benilde School of Professional and Continuing Education, Mr. David Terence Tew.
Hello everyone. This is the second virtual graduation for De La Salle College of St. Benilde with the Philippine Stock Exchange Incorporated. Our dear graduates, with the pandemic still raging and the worsening situation in Europe, all financial markets are affected. But let us bear in mind what Albert Einstein has said. In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. I believe the learnings you have received will be your tools to start a new chapter in your careers as duly certified security specialists, or CSSCs. Congratulations, CSSC Batch 2021-2022. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Thank you very much, Terence. To also give his warmest congratulations to our graduates, here is the President of De La Salle College of St. Benilde, Brother Edmundo Fernandez, FSC.
Greetings. I am very thankful that the Philippine Stock Exchange partnered with Benilde in implementing the 6-month Certified Securities Specialist course as its key investor education initiative for aspiring stockbrokers and capital market professionals who want to enhance their investment, trading, and analytical skills. This is crucial considering that only 1.27% of Filipinos invested in the stock market in 2020. While this is still a small fraction of the population, this has actually improved from less than 1% in previous decades. A newspaper article published in June 3, 2021 brought the good news that young, lower-income Filipinos flock to stocks searching for better profits. Investors who are 18 to 44 years old hold 68% of stock market accounts, primarily because of the boom in online trading platforms during this prolonged pandemic. These young Filipinos see the potential of the stock market as an income stream, thereby allowing their money to work for them. But we have a long way to go. I think that our collective goal should be to improve our country's world ranking in terms of market capitalization ratio. In the Philippine Journal of Development study, our rank was 12th in 2014. We need to hurdle a wide range of challenges, including the further diversification of investor base, enhancement of corporate governance, as well as legal framework for financial sector development. The sudden shift to working from home due to COVID-19 brought dramatic changes in how businesses are run and how consumers live and shop. Many companies digitized their business models, such as telemedicine, e-commerce, and financial tech, among others. When compared with previous industrial revolutions, the fourth is evolving at an exponential pace and in the process, disrupting almost every industry in every country. Eco-friendly infrastructure and sustainable projects such as wind and solar energy facilities are long-term projects that require vast amounts of funding. Through this market, investors can carry out their green initiatives without burdening their portfolios because green bond issuance method is similar to that of traditional government bonds. I hope that your 6-month stint in the School of Professional and Continuing Education adequately prepared you to optimize the opportunities brought about by the fourth industrial revolution and green bonds. In ending, I welcome you all to our global Lasallian family. You may now call yourselves Benildians, most especially when you live out our common identity, which is anchored on excellence with integrity, inclusion, social responsibility, creativity and innovation, and God-centeredness. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Brother Edmundo Fernandez, FSC. And now, here is PSE President and CEO, Mr. Ramon S. Monzon, for his congratulatory message for our graduates.
Brother Edmundo Fernandez, FSC, President de La Salle College of St. Benilde, David Terrence Stew, Dean of School of Professional and Continuing Education and Vice President for Administration, De La Salle College of St. Benilde, Certified Securities Specialist course graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I have attended several CSSC graduation ceremonies in the last 5 years, and I must say, this batch stands out in more ways than one. Your batch is the first to have purely online classes for all 14 CSSC modules. Given this format, your batch is the first to have enrollees and graduates based overseas, and the biggest number of students and graduates from outside Metro Manila. Finally, this fourth PSE DLS-CSB SPaCE class had the most number of graduates ever for a CSSC program. Several milestones are attributed to your batch, and the same can be said for the stock market's performance last year. 3 weeks before your course started, the largest initial public offering ever in PSE history by Mondenizin Corporation had its debut. This IPO raised a total of 55.9 billion pesos in capital, helping propel the amount of funds raised in the PSE last year to an all-time high of 234 billion pesos. The PSE also handled a record number of transactions, with number of trades reaching 28.72 million and volume of shares traded surging to 2.76 trillion shares. Retail participation was also at a record high, hitting 31.1% of total market value for 2021, the highest count since PSE started tracking this data in 2014. Speaking of milestones, this graduation exercise is definitely a personal milestone for each of you. Having persevered in the last 6 months to be present in all classes and taking and passing the exams, while attending to personal and work-related matters. As you savor this accomplishment, consider as well how to maximize your CSSC learnings. I am reminded of what Nelson Mandela, the former South African president and civil rights advocate, said. Remember to celebrate milestones as you prepare for the road ahead. After you are conferred the title Certified Security Specialist, what comes next? There are probably as many answers to these questions as there are graduates. Each one of you will embark on your journey after this. Whatever career awaits you, as a businessman or a business executive, an investor or investment literacy advocate, I hope that you will always remember that it was your dedication and diligence that enabled you to complete this course, and you will need to consistently apply these virtues for you to succeed. In closing, I wish to thank the De La Salle College of St. Benilde School of Professional and Continuing Education for its continuing support to PSE's Securities course. To the graduates, I congratulate and commend all of you for successfully earning the Certified Securities Specialist title. May this achievement inspire you to contribute to the advancement of investment literacy in the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Monzon, for your warm message. We now proceed to the awarding of the PSE Certified Security Specialist Certificates of Completion. The citation reads, the Philippine Stock Exchange, Incorporated, and the De La Salle College of St. Benilde School of Professional and Continuing Education confer upon the graduate the title PSE Certified Securities Specialist. given this 23rd day of April 2022. Our graduates have completely passed the final comprehensive examination and completed all the 14 academic modules. In alphabetical order, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the 4th PSE DLS-CSB SPaCE Certified Security Specialist course. Albano Emmanuel P. Ang Monique B. Balbin Adolfo L. Binag Cesar Robert B. Bingil Jennifer D. Caballero Robert Kenny T. Kabantug Janela Alexandra U. Cabeliza Thessalonica V. Bronze Bull Trophy. Cailles Daniel Clemens D. Catalunya Lori Joyce B. Chua Charis C. De Los Santos Merlin G. Dionglay Karel P. Silver Bull Trophy. Fausto Ralph Jonathan D. Gomez Gabriel Alberto N. Gomez Jerry D. Gotera Tyrone John R. Gubaton Thomas Jonathan Rafael G. Hidalgo Rose Angelic S. Huico Miguel Antonio N. Golden Bull Trophy. Labiano Cedric T. Lumberio Carl Christian M. Macoy Ana Criselda S. Natividad Michael Ryan. Oreste John Carlo V. Pablo James D. Palisok Ariel S. Pepito Socrates R. Piczon Dane Marty G. Postrado Nicole Christine M. Kikoy Alisa Marie R. Kisao Ross Q. Rayman Faricia B. Retana Rexter B. Reyes Marian Grace R. Ricafort Jonas O. Rosette Jamaica L. Sanchez Benedicto Jr. I. Sisikan Daniel Joseph G. Tichico Christine. Velenia Julian Stephan B. Villamiel Marian U. Congratulations to all our graduates. And now to bestow special awards in recognition of their exemplary academic performance, we are pleased to announce the top-notchers of this batch. To receive a Bronze Bull Trophy, our third honor, Miss Thessalonica V. Cabeliza. Our second honor, who will receive a Silver Bull Trophy, Miss Carol P. Dionglay. And finally, to receive a Golden Bull Trophy, the valedictorian of this batch, Mr. Miguel Antonio N. Huico. Congratulations to our awardees. And now to give us his victory address, here is the batch valedictorian, Mr. Miguel Antonio N. Huico.
Good day, everyone. Before anything else, please allow me to recognize and thank everyone who has been a part of this journey with me. Thank you to our President, Mr. Ramon Monzon, and our COO, Attorney Roel Refran from the PSE. Special thanks to my supervisors, Ms. Janet Encarnacion, Attorney Jel Banicad Garcia, for nominating me for the program. To my mentors and my colleagues in the Disclosure Department and the Issuer Regulation Division, thank you for your trust and support. To all my lecturers and the administrators of the Certified Securities Specialist course with the PSE and DLS-CSB SPaCE. To my classmates and now fellow graduates. And of course, to my family and friends who gave me the moral support that I needed to complete this course. Thank you. I started working at the PSE on September 21, 2020. But my journey with the exchange started way before that. At the start of 2020, I was unemployed and looking for work. I was sending out applications but getting very few interviews. By late February, just when I was beginning to doubt my capabilities, the PSE called me for an interview. The PSE was a company for which I had high regard, so you can imagine how big this was for me. Fortunately, the interview went well, and I was told that I was about to be offered a position at the exchange. Unfortunately, however, by March 2020, COVID happened and things took a turn for the worse. The situation, though unforeseen and beyond anyone's control, was still a hard pill to swallow. Months went by and I continued to look for employment with no luck. The reality of the pandemic and the lockdowns had forced me to take a different path in life. In August of 2020, still unemployed, I was afforded a glimmer of hope when I received an unexpected call back from PSE. They had my resume on hand and asked if I wanted to interview for another position. I'm a firm believer in not letting second chances go by, so I went for the interview despite my fears. Thankfully, everything went well, and my prayers for a job were answered. When I started at the PSE, I had very little experience with capital markets. While studying business economics as an undergrad, I learned about it, but I didn't think that I would be putting this knowledge to practical use. The job was overwhelming at the start, to say the least, and I was challenged from the get-go. The learning curve was steep, so I am truly thankful for the trust and support of my bosses and coworkers. A little over a year into my employment with the exchange, I was offered a scholarship for the CSS program. I'll admit, until the last day of filing of applications, I was still unsure if I wanted to do this. I had a lot on my plate and wasn't sure if I was ready to make the commitment. Nevertheless, I told myself that this is an opportunity I should not let pass. I took a leap of faith and handed in my application. As I'm sure my classmates understand, being a working student is not easy. The usual stress of work, coupled with the rigors of the CSS program, requires a firm commitment and belief that you will see things through. This was my first time studying while working and it taught me valuable lessons in time management and priorities. It was a whole new perspective for me, to say the least. To tell you the truth, I've never held or traded a stock. Thanks to this program though, I can say that I know the basics and the ins and outs of the capital markets. I'd be well equipped to start trading if I wanted to. However, more than technicalities, theories, and practical applications, I realize that this program has taught me so much more. The lessons I value the most are the ones that encompass all aspects of my daily life. The need for research, the importance of patience, perseverance, and timing, and the value of investing for the future. With this, I realize I am not just well equipped to take part in the stock market, but I'm also more prepared in my day-to-day life. Fellow graduates, I enjoin you. Let's remember to use this newfound knowledge not solely for the pursuit of profit, but for becoming better persons, building a better society, and investing in our future. As Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Huico, for that inspiring message. To formally end this ceremony and to give his warmest congratulations to our graduates, here is the Chief Operating Officer of the PSE, Attorney Ruel A. Refran.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to all the graduates of the fourth run of our Certified Securities Specialist course. Of course, this would not have been possible without our partner, College of St. Benilde. Thank you to Brother Edmundo Fernandez, the President. Very big thanks as well to David Terence Chu, the School Director of SPaCE. And we look forward to future editions of our Certified Security Specialist course. To all the graduates, 42 of you will come with the Certified Security Specialist accreditation, certification. I always say, why are you doing what you're doing, right? You always begin with the end in mind. And I'm sure we all have our different reasons. But at its most basic, let's all remember that financial literacy matters. It matters to us as individuals. It matters to the corporations and the real economy in general, right? Let's not lose sight of the fact that now we have a bit more tools that we will then apply in the real world to hopefully make a difference, all right? So let's leave the place, in a better state than when we found it. You are now equipped, but it goes without saying that you will always have to upgrade, upscale as you go along the way. And finally, I will all now say that let us all work together. You are now ambassadors, not just of financial literacy, financial tools, but in general, the overall objective of passing on or paying forward. What you learn, you teach. No learning will ever be complete until you pass it on. So let's all work together. I hope we intersect with you, whether in the Philippine Stock Exchange or in some other capacity. But keep in touch, because in the end, the community of learners and the community of certified securities specialist graduates will always be there to support each other towards our common goal. And our common goal, our common vision is really to grow the market, make it more efficient, make it more developed, and hopefully the real economy will benefit from all our efforts. Again, congratulations to all the graduates, and I'll see you around. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Attorney Refran. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends our simple yet meaningful ceremony. On behalf of the PSE and De La Salle College of St. Benilde SPaCE, congratulations again to the graduates of the 4th PSE DLS-CSB SPaCE Certified Security Specialist course. Again, this has been your host, John Garcia. Thank you, stay safe and well, everyone.
Hail to De La Salle! We'll hold your banner high and bright, a shield of green and white. We'll fight to keep your glory bright, and never shall we